I think like a constructive criticism about a game would be something along the lines of, because this is the way I do it. I don't really like the way that I get knocked out of conversations by NPCs when they're attacking me. I really wish that the game would allow me to be immune when I'm talking to NPCs. That way I'm not knocked out of the conversation by combat. That's a criticism. It's a negative point against the game, but it's a healthy, constructive criticism. I'm not bashing the game in any way. I'm not slamming the game in any way. I'm just saying I think that they could do better here. It would be cool if they made it so that my character's immune. I provide feedback with the criticism. That's constructive criticism. Negativity for the sake of negativity would be, I don't like the way this works, therefore it sucks, and I'm going to make sure that everyone knows that I think it sucks, and Amazon Studios is a fucking dipshit studio for not fixing this the way I want it fixed. And I don't think anyone should play this woke piece of garbage shit that was designed by DEI lesbians because they're the only ones stupid enough to do something like this. That is negativity for the sake of just being a dick. Very clear difference. Anyone with half a brain cell is going to be able to determine the difference between those two things. Hopefully I made myself clear. Good? Yeah? Awesome. Move on. Did you guys ever watch the show Rome on HBO? I'm getting the vibes from the music here. From the theme song. Titus Pullo was an awesome character. I've watched that show through 3 times. I'm so sad it got canceled. Such a good show. Alexander Vasquez says, a few years ago you said if one enjoys a game, play it. And it's stayed with me ever since. That's good to hear, Alexander. Appreciate that. I love this place. This is awesome. Is the soundtrack made by the same guy that did Game of Thrones? I don't know the answer to that question. Dub Delight. Ramin Djawadi was the composer for Game of Thrones. And New World was composed also. Well, it has him on the list. He's not the only composer, but he is on the list. Ramin Djawadi, as well as Brandon Campbell and Edouard Brenissian. I saw the show, Benjamin. I've never read the book. American Gods. Yeah. Saw the show, never read the book. David M4610 says, are you going to be continuing to create content addressing the negative Nancys whose opinions aren't relevant? Because you're putting out more and more of these clips and it's starting to feel like a personal crusade. I subscribe to your channel because of your enthusiastic gameplay videos and your overall positive attitude. Don't get drawn into bitterness by other people's opinions. Greetings from Germany. Well, I would like to think that I make those videos in enough of a tongue-in-cheek way that people do realize that it's only the first 10 seconds of the video where we're acting very upset about something, and then the rest of the video we have a discussion. But it could be that I'm pushing that envelope too far, and that's a constructive criticism that I should probably pay attention to as we continue to grow. But I'm definitely not stopping that train anytime soon, because those are fun videos to make. Because I'm going to continue to push back against that kind of stuff. Because when I get 50 people commenting on a video about how I'm a paid shill and that the game's failed and that there's no content, I'm going to make fun of it. Definitely going to make fun of it. But I also would like to think that's I do one of those videos. I usually publish 6 to 8 videos a day. Maybe one of those are going to be those types of videos. Like today, there's none of those videos in the bag. Do those videos get good engagement? Oh, fuck yeah, they get good engagement, Benjamin. They also get tons of followers. Because the people who go past the thumbnail, the clickbait thumbnail, if you read the description, it talks about how we're having a discussion about something. We're not ranting on anybody for their opinion, but we are making fun of and we are mocking. 100% legitimately we are mocking. Now, someone earlier had said they don't like me mocking other people because negativity, fighting fire with fire. I don't consider that fighting fire with fire. If you've ever gone to watch a comedian do stand-up, the comedian's gig is mocking situations. And that's what I do with that, is I'm mocking the people who say things like, there's no content. There's no content in New World. Here's proof that there actually is lots of content in New World. Oh, Amazon Game Studios lied. We were beta testers for 3 years. No, you weren't. And here's why you weren't. Here's how live service games work. However, I could also legitimately understand how someone who doesn't come to watch the live streams might get that impression, because the algorithm is only showing them like up to 3 videos of mine per day. That's all you get shown in the algorithm. And I produce way more than 3 videos per day. So if you're someone who only sees the videos that the algorithm promotes to you, you're probably only seeing those types of videos. And that might be a reason why someone would make a comment like that, because they're not seeing all the other stuff I do, like the Fallout Day reaction video, or my crafting guide, or my housing guide, or what have I published in the last 48 hours alone on YouTube? Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Carpentry, Fallout Day reaction video, writing tips and Q&A from Lord of the Rings Online, the house decoration video, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Housing, the Stargate SG-1 game in this style, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Harvesting in New World, and then in between there, New World Aeternum is a dead game, Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Crafting, 1 hour of live gameplay with Squadron 42, 50 hours and there's nothing to do. So there is a lot of, I do a lot of content. That's a good tip, Transcend. This might be a good video to clip out as an explanation. Because hang on, let me write this down. What would I call this video? Reverse clickbait stuff. I'll come up with the title for it later. So I mean, someone who only sees the highlights might only be seeing the videos that YouTube promotes, which are the ones that get like 15,000 views, and those are the ones that get 15,000 views because we're drawing in the rage watchers who come to watch that video because the thumbnail makes them think that we're going to be hating the game just like them. And then they get to the video, and after the first 10 seconds, they're like, oh shit, this guy's actually talking positively about the game. Fuck. They do get incredibly good engagement, Benjamin, and they get anywhere from, right now, they're getting like 10,000 more views than anything else I do on the channel. But it's, you know, we're having great discussions as a result of it too, and people who are here because of the right reasons. Bubbleonia says, crucially, you also can't claim to be a space for everyone who enjoys the games and not stand up for people in the community who are attacked by trolls for existing. 100%. 100%. Joe says I might need to move those over to the Renfail Reacts channel. We might. I mean, I would say to anybody who has that concern, I would say please go watch the other content that I create, because I do create a lot of videos. I'm going to show you guys. Check this out. I'm not even because I just talked about it, but let's go look at it so you guys can see it, so that you don't think I'm just making this up, for those of you who are going to be critiquing later on. So here's behind the scenes. This is scheduled for tomorrow morning. Ultimate Beginner's Guide to decorating your house. And then my plans for launch for Dragon Age. Story time, which is a members only video. Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Carpentry, Amazon Lied, Fallout Day. I haven't published this one yet. The Tempest Guide, the writing tips and Q&A, decorating my first house, the Ultimate Beginner's Guide to Housing. So in between the 50 hours and there's nothing to do, which is, how do I see this? You guys can see that highlighted video. That's the video. So in between the 50 hours and there's nothing to do, that was published at like 6 p.m. And then the next day around 6 p.m., I did Amazon Games Lied to Us. So in between that, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 videos that had nothing to do with the reverse clickbait stuff. It was just, we're talking about conversations. And then in between the 50 hours and New Aeternum is a dead game, there was 2 videos. That was a shorter day. Hang on, honey. I got to move the cable, sweetie. In between New Aeternum is a dead game and... where's the other one? I might not have done one before that. So in between, I think that New World Aeternum is a dead game was the first one I did around New World. Before that, just talking about my initial review. It's really, really good. Oh no, we totally did the PS5 Performance one. So in between the PS5 Performance and New World Aeternum is a dead game one, we did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 videos. In between the PS5 Performance and Colonialism, we had 2 videos. So it just depends on the day. In between 2 and 5, 2 and 6 videos between each one of the reverse clickbait videos. So I publish a lot of content. Like I said, there's like 7,000 videos on my channel. So, but again, if someone is only seeing the highlights reel because that's what YouTube is promoting to them, they might think that I only ever do the reverse clickbait stuff. Not true. I also do like 6 to 8 hours of streaming every day anymore. And that's a lot of hours of content and a lot of hours of me talking in between 15-minute videos that get clipped out for the purpose of pushing back against the hateful trolls.